Hey everybody, this is Alzorath and welcome to CoalLLC. Today we're going with the Destructor. No modifiers today because we're trying something stupid. I'm just going to put that one out there right away. Yes, we are going for, where is the narrow funnel? There it is. Tight funnel. Go for it. But we're going to be coming in here. We're going to be trying to do something weird. I'm going to keep a normal weapon, but our goal is ultimately to get to the abyssal staff and see how far that can carry us. That means we're going to have to rush a few things early on to get to it, because unfortunately, it is not really feasible to go poison all the way through unless you are using other things as support, such as the artillery or as, you know, minions. We currently don't have access to any employees, so we can't really go the minion route. We'd have to go the artillery route. But the goal is this, and see what all we can destroy with it, because unfortunately, and this is going to be a balanced discussion here, I have tried to go through poison just straight off from the start. We're going to start day one, but I have tried to go through with poison from the start, but due to the path that the damage basically takes and the costs, it's not really viable to go through it as a curve or as a challenge run and strictly stick to it. You just will not get enough potency out of it unless you get very, very, very lucky with your upgrades, which, as those of you who have been around the channel for a while know, that my RNG luck is absolute ass. Yes, I don't have a thing called luck with RNG. I have the inverse of such things. So pretty much we have to be going with, as far as I'm concerned, generally speaking, we want to go for as much money on day one, get built up, and possibly try and get that by day, say, I don't know, 15, give or take, and then see how far we can go into the endless with it. I do have another video that I recorded. I will probably be uploading it as unlisted into the CoalLLC thing, because I don't think it lived up to quality standards. Even though these are generally going to be first impressions, I don't think it really lived up to it. And we're going to try to just see how far poison can take us this time. I have my complaints about poison, basically. I tried it going as early into poison as possible and then trying to go down. First poison wand, way not worth the money. I do think that the cost and the scaling of poison needs to be adjusted as far as the, not necessarily even like the damage over time, but the curve of it. Because right now you just have such big gaps between them that it's not really possible to take them as one step to the next. Only got 722 from that. That's not too great. But if you come in here and look, you probably saw it earlier. It goes 45,000, 550,000 to 9 million. Poison guns are a little bit better stepped, but half the damage for 2/3 the price, which is kind of rough. Yeah, the earliest comparison would be this one, which is 14 grand for that, which is 300 damage for 6 ticks on everything. And this just hits surface with a splat radius of 3. This hits everything. But generally speaking, this damage right here should be right around the million to 1.5 million kind of damage, like cost range for the amount of damage it outputs, especially considering that it is only applied once every second. So that's definite. I mean, at least I think it's once per second. It's very slow ticks, let's put it that way. So we're going to go ahead and sell you. We're going to take ourselves a copper staff. We're going to start trying to get ourselves some money. I am going to even take a few pieces of weak bombs, just so we can blow up some stuff with it. Do I need to be able to go back up? Probably not. I probably should have grabbed some time, though, while we were there. That would have been a wise decision, but we're going to drop bombs and just blow up as much as we can on the way down to get as many resources as possible. We're going to take out that while we're here. If I can actually get it to crack, there we go. We already have more than enough for our goal there, so we're just going to blow up what we can, when we can. Probably should have put it down here somewhere. Let's go ahead and blow up and get down here where the stuff is a little bit more dense. Am I going to eventually do a challenge run with, say, the coal and stuff? Possibly. That is still up in the air. We're going to go ahead and blow up that. That should get rid of the copper over there. Yes, sirree, it did. And now we're just going to go down. We're going to be trying to get as much money as possible on each run. Obviously, we do want to stop for some of these chests if at all possible, but is it possible? That's an entirely different discussion. Because look at how slow we break that with this. And that's just the downside of the mage things. It's fine. What did we get from this? We got nothing that's going to work with what we want. So we're going to just take mortar damage. Mortar works really well with this class. It's kind of your equivalent of employees whenever you're playing the Destructor. Now, this is not the Demolitionist. Do not confuse it with the Demolitionist. The Demolitionist is probably my... I wouldn't say it's my least favorite, but it is definitely lower on my list due to how it's just reliant on so much consumable nonsense, which kind of just sucks for those of you that are wondering. It's just, you never have the money left over to really do anything with it, so you either have to go heavily into employees, which works to an extent, or you have to go heavily into other things. And yes, I do eventually plan to try and figure out a way to mod it so that I can do more employees. Okay, so that's 2,400. We're actually going to go to the blue staff first before we get the increased time. This will at least let us get, it should let us get through the gray. It's going to be tight if it is. It's a few too many shots for that to be really worth it, but we'll go ahead and break those while we're here. Now, it does get us through this super quick, which is not bad. That'll get us at least a number of resources. We could have gone with more bombs if we wanted to. That's not bad. But yeah, the floors below do actually drop more stuff. Well, not below, to the side, since we are in the funnel. Do drop a bit more in terms of resources than the ones here, but what we're looking for now is basically iron veins with a decent chunk in them. Wow, could you actually hit it? Thank you. We're looking for sapphires, like that. And of course, we're going to aim down and get some of this stuff on the side here, get the little blues, get the iron, and go ahead and just go through this. Increased wet damage is not bad for poison, but getting the cycle with it properly is a pain in the ass without magic regen. We're going to take the wet damage for now, but I should probably be taking probably half and half whenever it comes to wet damage, just because of all the stuff it does. Right now, we are just going for cash. So if we see like any kind of good resources, we need to be just busting through it. Let's go down. Oh, there's some iron. That's a good bit of money. There's some iron there. We have some copper beneath us. Mostly just looking for the gems, but to each their own. Now, once we're able to do the gray area, we're going to be able to increase our income quite a bit more, especially if we're able to get, for example, the mortars going on them. How much is that? Thank you. Take an hour and a half and tell me. Let's see. Did we get enough for a staff upgrade to that? 3,900. We actually do. Does that leave us enough to get a time increase, though? It does not. Ugh. I need to be getting a little bit more in the way of resources, but this almost definitely gets us into the gray, at least. It's not as fast, but we have chunks of resources like that. We can sit in the gray and actually shoot out at the clay and be able to get a decent amount of resources that way, on top of getting a big stack of gems. So that's kind of what we're looking for here, is just big clusters of resources like this coal right here. We go down into it, and then we look for a stack of, say, iron or gems down here that we can actually do a lot of work with, pointing back out into that. As you can see, we just demolish anything out there. So if we're aiming out through any of the gray stuff, like if we can get a little bit further to the left over here, we should be able to do a little bit more in the way of working our way through both the central core, and this is one reason why I took this path, of going with the narrow funnel, is because we can actually do kind of double mining, if you will, with this character. And we'll go down to the silver here. This will actually get us a little bit further down because we're going to be chewing up the stuff beneath the silver on top of taking that silver for ourselves. And yes, we will be shooting out through the wall towards that. Now, do I think I can get any of the gray treasure? No. The gray treasure is going to be a little bit in the way of mediocre. Do we actually get down to the blues? I don't think so. We're not going to break them apart, though. We did get down to them, though, at least. That should be like about 4,000 as well. Which means we add time, we add time. Now we have 2 time boosts, which means we can actually linger out there for a little bit longer. We don't need to be coming back up. Start day 5. I am just trying to rush towards the poison as soon as possible so we can actually try it out, because I was very, very disappointed in my poison run. It started to feel bad around, I want to say, day 7 or 8, when I was really determined to try and get that, and it just did not feel good. It was one of those things where you're just kind of wondering, okay, am I not noticing something? Is there some kind of interim I'm supposed to do? Tried it with water. Water helps out a little bit. Water can help you farm gray with the second. Well, gray can farm. Second tier staff can actually farm gray and blue. But, yeah, we're firing slightly to the right intentionally, just so we get all this stuff over there. It's extra on top of us firing through stuff. But generally speaking, due to the piercing of this is probably your best weapon out of all the things you can get on this class, which is kind of unfortunate. The only thing I didn't try in the previous attempt was I didn't try and get any, sorry for umming so much, it's just my brain is going dumb. But I didn't try to get any of the earthquake things because we were already using mortars, and generally speaking, mortars are going to be pretty much your main thing on this class to begin with. So let's go ahead and fire down towards the silver. I don't mind getting the copper. It's not really the highest priority, but it's better than a sharp stick in the eye. It's just some resources. Silver, not bad. I'd rather be getting these greens and those blues down there. Do we have any angle to get? Yeah, we have that. I'm going to go ahead and bust you. Why? Because it's money. We're hitting the stuff that we actually want, in addition to the stuff that we don't care about getting. So, generally, the goal is going to be get gems. If we can get them this early, chests. And obviously getting into chests with poison is an absolute pain in the ass, because I was trying to do it mostly without using any kind of direct damage weapon besides what's useful to us here. Besides poison, that is. But that did not work out too well, because we were barely able to even get into the blue chest. I mean, not the blue chest, the gray chest by the end, which is ridiculous. We're actually looking pretty good on money right now. I don't know exactly how much we've gotten, but we've gotten some decent types of resources at the very least. Should I have gone for that silver? Probably. Actually continue going down. We've got full time unlocks now, though, at least. So we'll have a little bit longer to get resources. I'm guessing we'll probably get up to about 10k today, which should be a wand upgrade. But the ultimate goal is to get to the 9 million gold poison and go from there. We're going to go after this. Oh, maybe not. Yeah. There you go. Gimme. Oh, that's a pickaxe. Great. That's going to get us some more resources at least. Let's see if we can get that. That is going to be... That's fire damage if we wanted to go the fire run. That's going to be a different one. We'll go with jump velocity. It's going to get us some more resources. We're going after the blues up there because it's 3 pack of blues. We'll get through some other stuff along the way, and then we can fire down once we get up here, or we'll fire up towards the coal. Either one works. It's extra money either way. Go ahead and get that over there. Do we have plenty of time? Yeah, we've got plenty of time. We can mess around with whatever we want. Now, poison, it feels like it's intended to be a support skill, but by the time you're getting like 9 million for the top level poison, it's not helping out very much because it's not amplifying the damage of what you already have. It's just giving you tick damage for everything around. And if you're running something like this wand, you're not going to care about the tick damage around you. You are tunneling through everything already. especially whenever you get up into the pink diamond ones with max cast the speed, which, by the way, actually does impact the... Can I get rid of that coal there so I can actually stand on top of this, please? Thank you. But yeah, you're going for getting as much damage out as possible with... And yeah, we're not going to get too much more. With fast fire rates, piercing, the only thing that even comes close to this is the electric pickaxe. Whenever you get up into the very high end of your character doing the damage. So this should probably be, yeah, 15k. That's actually pretty solid. Bonuses. Funnily, still not enough to get the lesser poison staff, barely enough to get the greater poison gun. So that is 19,000. We don't get enough from that because it's not going to hit it. We'll take one-click looting. And I think that is all we're going to take on this one. I could do some mortars to speed things up for us. In fact, we're going to go ahead and grab like 5 of them or 4 of them. We'll grab 4 of them. 4 of them's fine. And we'll go ahead and have those working probably the grays if I had to take a guess. We'll go ahead and have it work this side. We'll even put one up there. So we'll be working through that, getting us some more resources. Not going to go super far with them, but it's better than nothing. And they will work their way through that middle part as well, and maybe even unlock us a few more chests along the way. But they should be also taking out that right-hand side nicely. Okay, so we need to actually probably work our way over to the silver here and work down that side. That way we can get to the left side of the greens, shoot into the more profitable section there. And just work our way down this way. Obviously, they're going to start taking out these ones that we've damaged as well. It's going to be extra income for us if we just kind of soften them up a little bit. The bombs will eventually get there. We haven't actually gotten any... No, we have gotten one artillery upgrade, didn't we? Yeah, mortar gun damage 5%. It's not bad. We're already past our quota, so we're fine there. This is pretty much what I did for the vertical one, is I just got a bunch of artillery going for it. Obviously, eventually you're just going to have trillions upon trillions of dollars. I keep wanting to call it gold, just like I keep wanting to call this charcoal. It's straight up just normal coal. So I don't know why I keep wanting to call it charcoal, other than maybe like Minecraft brain. I don't know. I don't play Minecraft that much, mostly just showing my niece and nephew how to play it. Oh, even then, they don't really need me to, because they learn from their friends now. We have some good resources down here beneath us. We're just going to keep digging at this angle. I do see a chest over there. Can we actually get over to it is a question. Don't know. We might not have ground to do that after we get done getting our gems. I do want to get our gems. Our gems are higher priority than the ground, because that's only going to be maybe a 5% boost. This will get us a new wand, most likely. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get across there. No, it's a shame. We can see it, but we can't have it. That's the downside of having the mortars, I guess. That and us penetrating ground is we end up not getting as many of the chests because we can't get back up to it without wings. Unlike Red Bull, CoalLLC does not give you wings. Now we might, do we actually stand a chance of getting through those blocks? Not swiftly. We've got one barely chipping up there. And if you think a single crack in a block is enough damage for you to get through it reasonably, it is not. Anyone who's really curious about the game, generally speaking, you want to be able to kill it within a reasonable number of hits. Otherwise, you're just kind of wasting your time on something that is way more durable. Okay, so we should be able to turn this way. Get ourselves the silvers, get ourselves the blues. Going after the high value targets. Oh yeah, I changed my controls for the test run. I just forgot that right click was that. It's been like a couple hours since I did that last test run. Mainly because I was mildly irritated by it. So I decided to take a cool off period. I still actually need to record another one for the Idle boss game as well, because I actually have the full version of that. I went ahead and got it because you guys seemed to like it enough that it was worth looking at again. Generally speaking, if something does fairly well, I will pick it up even if I don't get a press key, because it justifies it. Because generally speaking, I tend to mostly cover games that I feel like, oh, I can add something to the conversation about it, or I enjoy it. If it's both, even better. If I just enjoy it, there's nothing wrong with me playing it. Same for you guys. If you don't enjoy a specific game, that is fine. It is okay to not like the same things everybody else likes. And I don't think we're going to get too much more. We might get some coal, but not much. Yeah. This is probably 20 grand, maybe a bit higher. Maybe 25. Oh, 22. I was close. So that does mean another upgrade to our staff. Silver mode. And we're gonna we'll take the jetpack just in case. Why not? A couple more weak mortars. Why we take the weak mortars is just free resources. We're gonna put one, please, thank you. And we'll put one next to it. Yeah, we're gonna go along the right side. We're gonna let the actually, can we get through the blues? Not really. Not within a reasonable amount of time. I'm going to stand on top of these and just get our resources in the gray. But now we should be able to punch our way through gray with enough force to actually get to chest reasonably. Let's go ahead and get in there. Does this give us enough punch through there? It is changing with each one. So if it's a crack on each one, that's actually fine. We got flamethrower, which definitely is worth grabbing. Throwing out there a little bit. Flamethrowers are kind of like poison in that they only do so much for you, as they're tick based as opposed to actual just like single hit based, and they don't stack if memory serves, which kind of sucks. I think what we want is that, so we actually get the blues as well. The sapphires, not the blue blocks. Do see another treasure across there. I'll take you out. We've more than hit our quota. Let's go ahead and get over here. And obviously, moving like this is way better than just trying to jump through it. Let's go ahead and increase mortar gun rate, because we're going to be relying on mortars early on. The goal is to get that top level poison and see just how far past 15 we can survive with it. Because I have a feeling we're not going to be getting that until pretty close to 15. Day 15, that is. Go and grab that while I'm here. I saw the blue over there. I was like, ooh, I want. Even though it's not a lot of them. 2 rubies, that's a good chunk of change. What I wouldn't give for a gold wand right now. There's another chest. And also, one thing I'm noticing on the narrow one, I don't know if something changed along the way, but we are getting far less chests on the middle of narrow, which is mildly irritating. It might just be RNG screwing with me, but oof, I do feel bad. And now we just keep going down until we see another chest. I'm gonna grab that though. Chest in the gray, please, not in the blue. Now, if we could just be busting through the red chests, I would be over there in a heartbeat. But we can barely even break the blue blocks, so chances of us getting that, pretty damn slim. I don't even mean Slim Shady Slim, I mean Slim Slim. What do we have here? Mortar gun rate. We're getting all the mortar gun stuff. One thing that I mentioned in the recording of last one I should probably mention here is one thing I wish was that there was more ability to manipulate what bonuses you got. That would make these challenge runs more viable and probably make it more YouTube friendly. Oh, none of these are great. And yes, we do have auto run on. I'll turn it off if we get too much sprint speed though, because frankly, it makes controlling your character a royal pain in the ass if you get too much sprint speed. So what else do we have down here? Some gems. I mean, I'll take them. We're probably going to hit, if I had to take a wild guess, probably 30k today, which is nowhere near the 9 mil we need, but it's an improvement. Okay, so there's another chest. We should have time to get it, even if we just go after these first. Going after the silvers, that is. We don't get a lot of silver on this floor. And no freaking scrolls, sadly. I was hoping we would actually get a scroll, but no, we're just getting gems. Did they change the ratios on these, perhaps? To be more of a pain in the ass? Because that is what it's feeling like. It's been... I'm recording these on the same day as the last one, but it feels like the last patch may have adjusted the ratios a bit. Hopefully there'll be, say, a poison update, a flame update, and a drill update, because those could all use some love. 64. We're getting a little better. See, we can't even get that till 550, so we might as well keep in on the staves. We can get purple, which should get us into the blue. I'm gonna go ahead and increase stack size because we're probably gonna need it fairly soon for the artilleries. Sorry, the mortars. And no, we can't use minions. I should be able to bust through the blues. Not super quick, but there's 5 of you guys. We're gonna go over to this side. This makes it so we get through the gray super fast. Question becomes, do we get through the blue fast enough to justify going down through it? I'm not entirely sure on that one. Doesn't seem like it. I mean, we're getting through it, but it don't feel good. It is about half of what I work on here. Does it feel good? No. Well, then don't do it. Stop sticking that in your ear. Okay, so let's get back out in here. We are getting through the gray fast. I think probably next level up we'll be able to just do blues. Get a bunch of resources that way. We should still get probably hit the 100k with this day. Now, another thing I could do is, unless they've changed the save file format, which is a distinct possibility. They were messing with the save files in the patch updates. But unless they change that, I could start us out with a bit in the way of just poison gear. Just have a poison weapon starting out and see if we could work on it from there. I still don't think we'd get enough money, because even getting from that first wand to that second wand is a royal blasted nightmare. Now, one other thing that could be a challenge for it is just see how long we could survive with just the highest poison wand, start day one with it, and don't pick up any new weapons. But that just doesn't sound as fun to me. Oh, there's our gold wand. Yeah, this is what we want for going through the blues, is the gold wand. Which is, I think, the next upgrade, if I remember correctly. Purple's still pretty fun. I could use wings for getting to some of the treasure boxes. Thankfully, now we can just get through the gray treasure boxes pretty easily, so we don't really have too much to worry about there. Like, if we want to come grab this one, we can. Obviously, if you're already falling, the jetpack does a boopkus. Increased poison damage. That is our first one. Jeez. My guys. Oh, that's an electric pickaxe. That might actually be able to get us through some blue. Not a lot, but enough. Now we're just looking for chests. And no, we don't have quests on this character. That's another thing I like about it, is I don't have to do quests. I mean, vacuum would do nothing. The only quest that I would possibly miss on this is if I wanted to use explosives heavily. Even then, don't really need it. Okay, so let's go back up this way. Oopa, and whoop. That is going to be... We're going to just increase magic missile damage for until we get off of magic missiles. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Still got plenty of seconds. Magic regen or wet damage? I'm going to go with magic regen. Wet damage is very, very nice. But it's one of those things where I'm not entirely sure if we would get too much out of it. I mean, take it there. Because alternating between wet and poison feels so weird. Yes, I know using wet helps, but I am not an APM player. I'm an action RPG player. I like RTS, but generally speaking, RTS is not going to be something I am competitive in, because I don't really play competitive games much anymore. We're going to go with increased poison damage. Anytime we have poison damage boost, we're taking it. Grab you. Generally speaking, it's going to be poison damage, cooldown, and I think that's mortars, maybe. Let's grab you. Poison damage. Yay, we're starting to get poison damage. Whatever will I do? Besides just go down now. Oh, there's another gray one. I don't think we... Oh, yeah, we do actually have time to get in this one. That is a red wand, which should get us into there. That... Sure, mortar damage, why not? Red's fine. Gold is what we want. So red's going to be the interim. That got us 74,000. We're scaling up better at the moment. But the ultimate goal is this right here, abyssal poison stat. Okay, as far as what we have the options for here, we can't upgrade from what we've got. So this is going to be a mortar run. Just as many mortars as we can get, and I don't know why the lights just flickered. Hopefully that doesn't mess anything up. Oh, magic regen. Okay, so normal mortars, right there. Bust in here. We're going to put the powerful mortars right along that wall so they can start getting rid of the blues. And we're going to just try and dart around to get as much of these other things as we can get. Increase mortar rate, sure. Can I please stop flying for half a second? That is another thing that's really kind of funky in this is if you get into like one of these selection things, notice what happens whenever I press the button. I'm sorry, I'm adjusting the microphone because it just drifted to the left in front of me. It's like Alzorath drift. It's always the microphone going, hey. But let's go ahead and just get some wet damage. But you can see it's still going up. I'm not pressing anything. I'm holding down the left mouse button, and that was it. But we should be getting a decent amount of resources from investing in those. So that's fine. Okay, so we're just looking for more money. And we're looking for more chests at the time being, because we've got our quota more than taken care of. That was rubies. Go and blast through that. Increase poison damage as always. Oh, there's one. Oh, nope, not. That is going to be... Sure, we'll do mortar damage since it's our backup. We'll probably still have some mortars whenever we do the poison damage. But for now, we're just going mortar rates. We're going money as much as we can get. And we're looking for chests. Because we're going to need higher poison damage regardless. Right now, I don't even think we have a reasonable amount of poison damage. Yeah, we're at 30%. Is nothing. We need closer to like 100, 200% to have any chance of getting into a reasonable late game period. We're definitely going to get to day 15. It's gotten to the point where I can just consistently get to day 15 without even thinking about it. But okay, so we got that. Let's go ahead and bust up those while we're here. Can my aim please go up? Mortar gun rate. Stop drifting to the left. Blame chat for it. You guys listening to me? Blame you for the microphone drift. Whoopah. And we'll just blow up what we can along the way. Wet damage is the backup. Okay, can please break this one that's like literally right in front of you, bud. Well, we're not getting that one. I don't think we have the jump velocity to get that one. Bomb damage, sure, drill damage, why not? There's no point in taking the money ones, by the way. The money ones are absolute bull crap. What's 30 gold going to do for you? If it just deposited coal in, that alone would be better. Even in ones where the challenges where the coal means nothing, it'd be better. Increase wet damage, because why not? And now we're just going down like this. Obviously, our mortars are going down a little bit too, which is fine. That's actually kind of what we want them to do. Let's go with mortar rate again. I would rather have poison, because that's what we're going for, but we can't control it. We don't have the ability to reroll or do any of that kind of stuff, so... poison damage, yes. It sounds like something weird is going on outside. Hopefully nothing weird is going on outside. Always have to be wary in this neighborhood about that. Let's actually go with magic regen a little bit. Just so we have faster casts of poison and water. Not seeing... Oh, there's a chest. Mortar gun damage, sure. And then we'll fire out this way, try and get some of that silver, and then we'll get this chest. We're doing all right on our progress towards our coal goal. Magic missile damage is going to be the most valuable out of that. Get rid of the blues. Do I need every chest? I would like every chest, but we don't need it. Mostly just interested in keeping an eye on what's to the right and right of us, such as the potential chests. I don't think... Oh, there's one right there. Yoink. That was some amethyst. We'll go with magic regen. And just drill straight down for 20 seconds. Get as many resources as we can from beneath us. It's all going back up to the top, so... See how many resources we can end up getting through this. This is actually a fairly decent wand right now. There we go. Well, we've got at least 50 grand. Probably closer to 60, 70. No, we got 133. My estimate was way off. Okay, so that's 173 right there. And still not enough. I'll go ahead and grab the wings while I'm here. That way we can for sure get some of the stuff that we want. We're going to go and get 5 strong mortars and a bunch of weak mortars. It's actually helping us. Okay, so let's get in here. How close to the surface do I want to get with it? I'm going to go a little bit further down. Just so that they aren't just shooting up above the ground. There, like this seems like a good space. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead and drop out the rest of them there. And they should be able to get through the blues as well. In addition to clearing everything else out. Then we'll just go down the left-hand side while they wipe out the right-hand side. Although it is worth noting, most of the shots will go out to the sides. So them clearing out beneath them is actually less common than them clearing out to the sides. That's why I put it to the left of the blues. That is... We're going to do mortar gun rates. And our goal now is almost strictly getting into these chests so we can actually get more useful stuff. Unfortunately, this is not one of those infernal chests. That absolutely nothing useful. Oop, there's another chest. Yoink. More amethysts. Lovely. That's what I always didn't want. Amethysts are an Alzorath's least favorite friend. Unless I am doing a different class. Do we have... Well, we got some green there that we can grab. But like I said, I'm not terribly interested in pursuing money at the moment. I am looking for upgrades because we should get into the money that we need regardless now that we have decent enough wand to actually punch through most of this. And we have the artillery up there making a fool out of everything in the blue and gray pretty much. Mortar gun damage, why not? I grab any gems I come across. If I notice silver, I'll take it. But I'm not going out of my way for it. Like that, sure. Grab it. It's a cluster. It's fine. There's another gray. Now, do we have the damage to get into the blue? If we tried, we can destroy some of it. Like if we're right next to it, we get rid of the coal. The thing is, well, maybe we actually should be in the blue. But we're going after the chest, so we'll stay in the gray and fire into the blue. If we see something interesting in there, we'll grab it. I'm not going to do it for just the coal. Like this, we might be... Come on, go to the right, you jackass. Well, I don't like the run speed one. But yeah, we see something interesting like these gems, we might be able to get a decent amount of money from them. And we could treat it like we were treating the gray for a while there. It would get us a decent amount more money. The question is, do you go for money or do you go for permanent upgrades that let you get further in the long run? That is the question. It takes so long to chew through. Okay, so there's another chest. Magic missile damage, sure. Looking for more chests. There's another one. That is... This is what we're going to be looking like later. And everything that gets poisoned is going to be turning into resources for us in the long run. There's another one. Let's go with garbage. Also, I do notice that chests do not give axes. That is always conspicuous to me. Whenever there is a weapon in a game that the weapon awarding objects do not give you, it either means the object is understandably worthless or overpowered. Could very well be both. Now, if you're wondering why I sometimes miss things on the right-hand side of the screen, if I miss a chest over there, It's because my microphone's in the way. I'm just not caring at the moment. Our goal will eventually be just do as much poison damage and as large of an AoE as possible. Oh, there's one. Get me? Magic missile damage, because that's what we're using to farm up to our poison build. And yeah, we will not be taking poison build until we get up to the 9 million for that, which is probably going to be around day 15 to 20. Magic missile damage. More magic missile damage. Why not? Where's our next chest? Not seeing it anywhere. Oh, there's one. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Poison damage, 10%. Yay. What are we sitting out on that? 75%. It might actually stand a chance. Mortar gun rate. Let me in. Why did you let me in? That's absolute garbage. Disappoint me, son? Why did you disappoint me, child? 285. We're getting closer to that mill. That should be an upgrade to gold, which should get us into the blue. Start day 11. Yeah, that gets us into the blue. So we're going to probably park these over here. I don't know if we can get into the blue chests, but I will check that in a minute. These are all just going to be right there, doing what they can. Does that get us into the blue chest? Not really. That one was with the help of the booms. So, no, not really into those. Increased poison damage. We'll take this as well. And this, and then we'll go over into the blue on the left after we stop finding chests all of a sudden. Okay, now we get over here to the blue on the left. This should increase our income quite a bit, being able to go down through this. Gold is pretty valuable per, but it's not going to be dropping a whole lot on this one. These emeralds will drop a decent chunk there. These things do get improved. Do I care about that chest there? No, I don't think we're gonna get through it. Not and still be able to be getting more money. So our goal is if we see any gray chests or any central chests, we'll go down to them. That right there is one we're going to grab. That's going to be play drill, I guess. And I don't think we're going to see too much gray, except for over on the right-hand side. I do see a chest over there. We'll grab it in just a second. We are actually doing some damage to the red with this. Not enough to justify going over there, but if we see something valuable at the edge, we might take it. So we're going down this side now. There we go. There's another chest. Not a high level one, and not even one that we wanted. How I wish I could re-roll them. We'll dodge that chest. Mainly because I can't bust through the blues fast enough. If I had the gold pickaxe, I probably could. And it's not a bad idea to carry around a pickaxe with these, but poof. Oh, there's another chest. Grab you. Yoink. There's another chest, and that is a flamethrower, so we'll just go ahead and take it. Yoink. That's going to get us more resources, which is always welcome. And there's a gray flamethrower, which is the upgraded version. So we'll fall with it and let the flamethrower do the rest of its work. It should destroy all the blocks we hit in the blue with it. Unless there's certain ones it might just barely miss out on, but our artillery will take care of it. That's rubies. Give me this. More rubies. I mean, I'm not mad about the rubies, but not terribly interested in them either. I can mine them if I really need to. They're worth a pretty penny, don't get me wrong, but it's like 1 or 2 rubies per block, which is meh. A few thousand gold. Forget how many sapphires it is to go through them on here. Did I? Nope. If there was a chest over there, I missed it. I'm not going all the way back up for it. There's one. Yeah, we'll just mine down with this. Oh, wet damage. Oh, if we would have come across you sooner. Oh, we can still get it. Mortar rate or mortar damage? I'm gonna go for mortar gun rate. So I think that's what I grabbed. Maybe the dumbass in me didn't grab it. Maybe it grabbed damage instead. Doesn't really matter. Might be able to get a few chests. And there is a chest over here. Lovely. Yoink. Sure, I'll take fire damage in case we get another one of those. That did not work much wonders on that. Yoink. Take mortar gun rate, get them firing more so they can cut through and actually just hit everything. We're at 138,000 coal, so that's good. I think we're going to probably get close to 1 million today. Any chance to get poison damage we take. But I think we will be in the red before we start consistently getting magic regen. Before we consistently get millions. Now, I could save up for a few days and try and get... I don't think we're going to get into that. It's just a magic wand. It's the same one we have. What do we end up with? 500,000. Does that get us a better... It does get us up to a ruby staff. Which should get us maybe into the red. We're going to need more of you guys. Does that get us into the red? Sort of. Not enough to get to the little centrals there, but let's go ahead and drop you down there at the bottom. And we'll drop you guys up here at the top so that they're just going to keep bombarding all that. We could get stronger ones if we wanted to. Yeah, this can get us more money, but we're not going to be getting into the chests. But we can get into the chests in the blues now. Well, I'm going to go down here, even though I hate shotguns. I really do hate shotguns, but it's just determined to give me more of them. Oh, wet damage, why not? And then we go down the blues, just grab chests we see floating on the side there. Axe damage. We're not using axes on this one. I will probably do an axe run eventually, just to show why I don't like them and why they need improvement. Axes, I think every weapon should have a dual upgrade path. Currently, we have dual upgrade paths with our pickaxes. We have them with our... Let's go ahead and go with magic missile damage. But we currently have them with a few weapons. Like the pickaxes get them, the magic missiles get them. The axes do not, the guns do not. The guns literally just have bullet damage. The axes have axe damage. Those are single upgrade paths. Bullet damage would be increased fire rate, would actually help with that one. Axe damage would be increased maybe rotation speed or something like that. But Having dual upgrade paths for each of them would be handy. A dual upgrade path for poison would be also nice as well, but I don't see that happening anytime soon because I think poison and fire definitely need just mid tiers so they scale with you. Speaking of axe damage, there's our axe damage. Oh, none of those are particularly good. Tried to grab that. There we go. We'll just take more fire damage. We're getting fire damage faster than we're getting poison damage, sadly. Increased tick rate on poison would not be a bad idea. I don't see it being a thing. Probably not going to get lag with the amount of artillery that we have. Mortars, if you will. I noticed it after the fact. I was like, oh, we just got double layers. So I just kind of dismissed it as not having poison in there. But it did. It had poison over on the far right-hand side. So we missed out on 10% poison. That sucks. We'll come back for it. Well, we'll get another one. We won't really be able to come back for it. Because that's not how these things go. And this is just better than the... Oh, we got that. Can I grab you? Oh, you are... This is what we'll eventually be ending up with. This is the second tier one. Not the top tier. Second tier makes it less important for me. Now, the top tier fire still has struggles with red. If you notice, it's not going to be able to bust through the red chests. Like, even with the fire there, we probably don't even have that half cracked. Unless I am mistaken on something. Yeah. That one, we could sit there and do that for ages, and it would probably take the rest of the day to break. Sure, mining speed. Mining has speed and damage. The wand has magic cooldown and just damage as well. Okay, nothing there. We do have one over there. I'm going to go ahead and grab these rubies, though. There you go. Yummy. You can grab these. That's going to be mortar gun rate. Oh, look, it didn't change whenever we lost it because it's the same thing we already have. I understand why they don't give you, like, the final upgrade or anything like that on these. Mainly because that's going to just be a royal pain in the ass to balance around, but... And also, you'd be able to just go off to the left. Mortar gun damage. Magic missile damage. I could have gone for magic regen there. Would not have been a worse thing. Or the worst thing. There we go. I can use them's words. Mortar gun rate, because that's all we're getting instead of poison damage. Of course, I didn't use poison damage before, so... Can't blame it for thinking, oh, he doesn't want it. He didn't take it over something he's not even using right now. Okay, do we have... Oh, I have another chest. Yoink. Poison damage. There's another one. Can we get in here in time? Yes. Was it worth it? No. Poison damage. Magic missile damage. I don't think we have anything else. Yeah, we're not going to get in there. Oh, we did. We got in there. Poison damage. At the very hairy last second. Another 15%. Definitely worth grabbing. Still not at the millions. What day are we going to be able to get that? Is it going to even be worth it by then? No. Diamonds at 3.5 mil. So I think for this one... We're going heavy into mortars. We don't really care about any of the rest of that stuff. And yeah, it's fine. It's either or. We don't have employees on this character, so bleh. Okay, so red is generally where we're going to want our heaviest mortars. I'm going to go ahead and chip that away. We're going to put all 3 of those down there. And then we're going to surround you with some friends in the red and blue area. And then you guys just sit on top right there. And they're going to eat through all that. We're going to come down this way looking for chests. Increase axe damage because we don't care. Don't care about that either. But yeah, they can eat through most of this. We can eat through red with this. As if we're looking for resources through it. What I'm looking for is still upgrades. Increase wet damage, that's fine. Another chest over here, yoink. Mortar gun damage, why not? I'll take a little bit of mortar damage. They're eating through it. There's another chest. Now the question is, should we be going down the right-hand side or the left-hand side? I think we should be going down the left-hand side. Sure, player jump velocity. Get this one as well. Magic regen, sure, that's going to help us spam that faster. Wet damage. What is our wet damage at right now? 22%. So we can start using wet if we need to. And I don't want the shotgun, for God's sake. Magic regen. None of those are worthwhile. Yeah, they're destroying all the blue over there, so we should be going down the left-hand side. Unless we see a chest and just hop across. Can I have that? Thank you. Should I be stopping for the clay chest? Probably not, but I'm gonna. Poison damage. Wet damage. And yes, there are people who are like, oh, you need to be swapping between like these 12 different things. I'm not gonna swap between 12 different things. I'm playing this for fun, not to beat the ultra hard difficulty micromanagement tournament level bullshit. That did not make any sense, and I apologize. But I think you guys understand what I mean roughly. It doesn't really interest me to go like full ham. APM, competitive gaming, 360. Well, I'm here to play fun games and show them off to you guys. That's the entire point of this. My guys. And if you enjoy them, stick around for more. And if we get big enough, I'll help other channels show you even more games. More guns. I saw gun on the right there and my brain went, gun hurt. America. No, please don't. Poison damage. It's an extra 15%. And obviously we can get super far on this build. We've done it vertically. We can definitely do it down into the depths of hell. Player jump velocity. Fire damage, why not? Here's another one. Want more poison damage, my guys? Why you no giving me poison damage? Okay, let's go ahead and go like that. Thank you. You gave me more poison damage. That is not... then you immediately give me a shotgun. Whack. What are we at on poison damage? 165%. So whenever we get that one, it should be able to handle... I'm guessing it should be able to handle red, even. Find out. Real damage. Because we do eventually, even if it's after day 25, we do eventually reach that point. Fire damage. I just want to see just how much it can do. If you guys want to see the journey of us trying to be Mr. Poison happy... there is a video that's going to be going up in the, like I said, in the CoalLLC playlist. I do have unlisted videos on the channel. They are playlisted up. If you're interested in a game, generally speaking, I'll have videos of a game public if I have playlists of them. If you guys want to see more of a game that you have only seen like one video of on the channel, check there first. If it's not there, pester me. I can play more of the games that I own at least. Can we get into there with it? Yes. And it's got poison damage. Yay! I'm happy now. Magic missile damage. Since we're still having to use it. None of those are worthwhile for us. Magic regen. Yes. We'll be able to spam even more. Lovely. Magic missiles. Magic regen does not seem like the worst thing for us to take at the moment. We're staying near the explosions, so we're not going to get a bunch of lag, which is always nice. Someone mentioned that it was kind of similar to probably how Noita handles it, which is probably a good comparison. If you have too much like weird crap going on in Noita, you will just start getting lag because there's just so much for it to keep track of. Sure, mortar damage, why not? Well, we got a 0.5 mil from coal alone. So I'm guessing we probably got about 1.5. No, 2.3. We're getting closer, friends. We're getting closer. I cannot remember. That is not enough, because this is going to be 3.5, and this is not 101.2 million or anything like that. I'm not even sure the diamond sells for that much. Yeah, 6 million for the greater abyssal. Blech. Just look how much damage difference that will be, though. It's just going to put us down so much damage. Okay, so we're going to go for powerfuls again. We're just going to go for a bunch of powerfuls. Handful of strongs. We're going to do pretty much the same thing. Day 14. Go ahead and eat up a chunk of the red so we can put them down there. There you go. That's a decent chunk. Which one do we have? These are the strongs. Those are the powerful. So we're going to do the strongs first. And then we're going to come down here physically and get the rest of this after we grab you. Because we're going to want to put the powerfuls down a little bit lower so they have less airtime. Okay. So this, we'll put it all around this lovely. See if those can actually blow that up for us. Can you get us in? We got in. And it's just wet damage. Wasn't worth it. But we've already hit our quota. Thanks to that. Mortar gun damage. We're kind of like alternating between mortars and magic missiles. If we see poison, we take poison. If I don't see poison, I skip over poison and get mad at myself whenever I notice it going off the screen. Mortar gun damage. Yes, I do see that one on the left. Oh, and there was poison damage in there. Blech. Can I get over to this to make up for it? Yes. Didn't make up for it. Did increase gun recoil though. There's some money for us to make up for it. They are destroying everything over here. Good lord. Drill damage. They're not breaking into the red chest, but I'm not gonna complain that much. Well, they are taking out everything beneath us, so all we have to do is grab chests. Drop down, grab them. I kind of wish I had the gravity thing now. Pickaxe, mining damage, sure, why not? None of those mattered to us. Wet damage. We're probably going to have to rely a bit on wet damage. Another reason why I keep grabbing it. Yeah, we're just looking for chests in general. Oh, that makes us fly. I don't want to fly. I don't want to touch the sky. Climb speed, because none of those matter. That's more amethysts. Ashmorubis. This is, sure, mortar gun raid. Yomp. Go down on this side, grab you. Magic missile damage, because we've kind of ignored it a few times. Magic missile damage. Did I see a chest up here? It was already grabbed, because I am a Dumas. There's another one. Diamond shotgun. I am going to go ahead and go in here. Fuck you, diamond shotgun. I really don't like the shotguns. If you couldn't tell, they just don't do anything for me. We'll do magic missile damage. Our regen on them is fast enough that it's fine. Mortar gun? I think I might have seen just a mortar near. Yeah, it was just a mortar. It wasn't a chest. Keep mistaking the mortars for chests because they're just the same colors. Sorry for swapping out just arbitrarily. Muscle memory at this point. Especially whenever I'm coughing and choking on, you know, basic air. That is flamethrower. We'll go ahead and grab it. Can you grab that, please? Mortar rate. Diamond. Fire damage. Magic missile damage. More magic missile damage, because why not? What does it hurt? Oh, we've got this now, so we should probably dive in here after some red chests. Magic missile damage. We got the second one, and it was worth it. That was 100% worth it. And we're actually getting through the red with a red staff now, if that tells you anything. Magic missile damage. Are we actually getting into these with it yet? No. Not enough, at least. Excuse me for a moment while I just lose my soul. Oh, wait, I never had one of those to begin with. Mortar rate. Magic missile damage. Magic missile damage. There's another chest. Fire damage. Look at you. Aww. It was just a diamond wand. We did get our mill from coal. We're getting close to our 9 mil? Closer. 7 mil. So after today, we might hit our 9 mil. Let's go ahead and get... Do I upgrade my wand to a diamond? Shine bright like a diamond. And then go after the mortars? Or the lesters? Start by day whatever. That definitely gets into the red. That might actually be good enough to get red farming going. Okay, so you guys down there. You guys up here. Let's see if we can actually get into this. Reasonable. I'll toasty everything around this. Yeah, those big mortars, they do work. Okay, so we actually can increase fire damage within a reasonable span of time. Get into these. So this is going to be kind of what I think we're going to be doing in terms of getting to the 9 mil. Pink diamonds. That is fire damage. Yeah, we're not quite pink wand yet, but we do enough. We can get these within, you know, a year and a half. Though I would absolutely adore more poison damage. That's more mortar damage. That actually is important for us. I do like that they are tearing their way through red, though. That means those 2 million mortars could carry us, even if we get kind of held up by poison. Let's see. What do I want to go for next? Murder, death, destruction, all the fun stuff. Wet damage. Magic missile damage. We're actually doing okay on magic missile damage. I should probably be focusing in on more mortar stuff. Blip, 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 blip. All these are garbage. Hey, let me... that silver right there. We're still firing like a million things, even though we've already stopped pressing the button. In case you were wondering why it kept shooting after I was like, let me in. It's because we had already launched several of them. Okay, so we have another chest out there that's just free to grab. That should be a... no, that's a gray chest. Okay, we're already at 1 million coal. We're not even halfway through the day. I think today's the day we get our poison wand. So day 15 was a good guess. Sure, we'll just take the bombs. Poison damage we always have to take first. Otherwise, I would have taken mortar damage there. Let's go with blah, blah, blah. Pickaxe mining damage, because we do not want to accidentally pick up a shotgun and be just, like, flying halfway across the map. Poison damage. That is magic regen. That'll let us spam poison faster. And there we go. We'll go with mortar damage. I do want the wet damage, but we're not using that immediately because we're not going to be able to afford enough stuff to just let me scale through everything. Scrub through our staff. Magic missile damage. We'll probably do a test run with the 9 million wand before just going entirely 9 million. I just want to see how far towards 25, I mean towards endless we can actually get. Hopefully we'll get to 25 with just poison. Because I think if they do rebalance poison properly, it could be a fun challenge strat. Because obviously getting started in poison is a pain in the ass. Because you're doing damage over time rather than immediately killing it. We'll do magic missile damage. That is our pink wand that just absolutely decimates everything already. Poison damage. Yeah, we could go on for ages with just pink and diamond wands. That is not the point of this playthrough. We've already done that before. Fire damage. That is just pink diamonds. Fire damage. I do want to try a fire one as well because it's pretty much going to run into the same hitch, unfortunately, that the poison does. Let's go with bullet damage, why not? And now I don't mind hanging out over here with these. Oh, we got ourselves a pink gun. I think our wand is faster, sadly. Even though it's not pink diamond. There's another one. And yeah, this is pretty much how it's going to be for the rest of it until we get that poison staff. I'm hoping we get the poison staff this time. We've already gotten 2 point some odd million freaking coal, so I think we will. And obviously the red chests are going to be the most prolific because they get the largest area. of the chest bearing areas. The bedrock and stuff like that is just extra. Magic regen, always going to take it. We have 2 chests. We have one to the northwest as well that we can go grab. Magic regen. Grab you. You are gun. There's another spot for gun. Magic regen seems fine. Magic missile damage. I don't think we get into this one before. Nope. We just fell down and just got womp womp. Right there. I think we hit 9 million. We doubled it. Endless mode time! Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Endless mode. Equipment. We can afford it now. You are now secondary to us. It's time for the abyssal wand. It is time for the water wand. I don't think we can afford that staff. Do we want to get that, or do we want? We'll get mortars as our little safety precaution. Because I don't trust this. There, that should be more than enough mortars. Let's see, how much does that actually do? Does it actually kill them? Not quite reds. But it does get them over the course of several seconds, at least. So we're going to be dropping our lovelies in over here. Because that's going to be digging into our reds. Sure, why not? I think with water we might be able to do reds. You can see it's not getting its way into these very easily without the booms. Well, that's another 20% poison damage. Magic regen. Although this does not regen very fast. Mortar rate. We've already hit our quota. So do I trust this to do just a straight poison run? Maybe. I don't think we're getting any chests whenever we do that. Increase. We probably actually should have gone for poison damage there, since I am bad at swapping over to the Avond. But since we have the mortars doing this side, I do wonder, can we actually destroy... I don't think we can destroy Bedrock with poison. I don't think it's ever going to be strong enough for that. That's a machine gun. There, we killed a couple of them. Fine. Yeah, our mortars are going to be doing all the work over there. It's fine. But for the most part, we can take out anything blue, gray, or clay with our poison. But I think we still need more upgrades to actually get reasonably fast at it. So we're just kind of waiting for this to clear out spaces for us. Should I be standing at the bottom where the mortars are? Abso-freaking-lutely. I'm just kind of curious as to how much poison is going to be doing in this. And this is probably the laziest way we can do it. Is just dropping this like so. Looks like we might be able to, like, efficiently mine red enough to survive. think we'll see just how far we can push this. Do I want to keep doing mortars with it? I kind of feel like that almost makes it feel like the mortars are doing most of the work. Because as it stands, yeah, we would be able to hit the 80,000 we require for this. I think I will do next round without mortars. We'll just save the money for whatever we feel like. And then I will come down one side and just do what I can with poison and water. We're obviously not getting chests on this round, so if you were going poison and somehow got to this point with poison, you'd at least stand a little bit better chance than we're going to. Because you'd probably be set up to actually get into those blocks. And yeah, we're going to have to pretty much avoid the pink diamonds, because they don't get popped by this. The regular diamonds eventually do. I do wish our cooldown was a little bit faster. Probably should have thought about that before. Definitely, even just the blue diamond wand we have is faster. For 9 million, we can get a pink wand for 9 million. And that's probably what we're going to spend our money on this time. We just didn't get any upgrades this time because they aren't breaking open. At least I don't think they are. No, they're not breaking open. They stay wet and just fart at us. Okay, so this next round will be our true test. We got 41 million from all the coal, not from all the coal, from all the artillery going on there, which gets us our pink diamond staff. This is the highest poison staff. That is the highest wand. The highest poison gun is half the damage of this, so we can't go with that. The ungodly water gun might be an option. We'll put it there. We'll take the ungodly flamethrower just to see if it's any good. We have 170% fire damage. I don't think we're going to be wanting to go that route. But if we do 1, 2, 3 and flame around us, we might be able to go through black. Go ahead and get some poison going in on those. Just so we can get over there. Now we could still get blues, because as you can see, those are breaking from it. So we can still get blue upgrades. Okay, so think where we want to be standing. We're going to stand just dead center in this. And we actually have to lift our finger off the mouse to do the flamethrower. Let's go ahead and drop more of those. Fire, water, poison, fire, poison, water. And we're already at the point where we win this round. Do we just see how far we can push this without going mortars? We could go earthquakes. One thing I could do is do the water cannons. But I don't think the water cannon... actually... No, if we go into fire, it doesn't automatically start shooting. We actually have to lift our finger off and do that. So we want poison, we want fire, and we want water. Poison, fire, poison, fire, water. Yeah, we'll just kind of like juggle it. Now that we've got our quota, I am going to go test if we can get through the black. I don't think we're going to be able to. This is the ultimate fire and the ultimate poison. Okay, so we are in here. So we drop the poison, we drop the fire, we drop the water. I want to see, does that cook into it? Just load up more fire onto it. Doesn't look like it is. And then we drop more fire. Yeah, it's not even like cracking it. So yeah, we don't stand a chance against the freaking black rocks yet. The bedrock. I'm not even sure we break into these in a reasonable amount of time. We do have plenty of fire damage to go around. But yeah, these are 100% just feeling like they're support items that don't support very well. Because this type of damage, it's not going to help you once you're past, say, like 20. Yeah, we don't even necessarily... Oh, we finally got in there. That's how long it took to get in. We'll go ahead and increase our fire damage a little bit. But see how long it takes to get with that? Nothing at all. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if, yeah, with wet, we can actually mine the bedrock with this. So your direct fire weapons, just outshine them entirely. There's literally no reason to be going after your poison except just to see how tough of a time you want to have. They're actually mining through it without water on them. So that is a thing. You would definitely not be able to get into green with it. I'm not even sure we can get into green with our pink diamonds yet. We're not even scratching them. Here, let's try. This is just the experimental round anyway, so we might as well see how long it takes to break a plain block, if we even can. Yeah, it hasn't even cracked. So, well, it has cracked. It's just not cracked enough that we could ever hope to get a resource out of it. So, it replaced my staff with the very staff I had. Mining damage. But yeah, I don't mind throwing runs just to see what will happen. But I don't think we're going to get very far just on poison and stuff like that. Because we can't get any more chests unless we hang out in an area where we're just not going to get any money. And look at how much difference we got in terms of money from that. Okay. So bonuses wise, equipment wise, inventory wise. If this auto fired if we just held down the button, it would be a little bit different. I do think that there is something to be said about the combo of the squirt guns. I wish they went higher. It just doesn't feel great. We'll just go with one ultimate. We'll go with a couple ultimate ungodly mortars, powerful mortars, strong mortar guns. Why not? Start day 18. I do think we can get through the bedrock with the mortars. It's actually why I got them just now. Okay, get that going. That. I do find it funny that water doesn't put out fire in this. But yeah, we would already be over there if we used the wand. Oh, yeah. And yeah, juggling them, sure, you could probably not necessarily match the speed, but it would be like twice as much work for half the speed. Just never feels right, in games like this at least. Okay, so we're up to this. Let's go ahead and break out the wand. And we will put all of these up into the bedrock so they don't outpace us too much. Yeah, right over here seems fine. Can you guys actually get through the rubies? There you go. Yeah, it gives me a nice little shelf to kind of place them in. Okay, so we'll start with you guys, because you guys are probably not going to do it. Then we go to you guys. Still not going to do it. These guys might start doing it. Yeah, they can start breaking stuff there. That one, definitely going to start doing it. Now, this is what I think is intended to be used with these types of weapons, is you're supposed to just get them strong, and then use these to kind of support. So you're going down doing all this other stuff, while these are eating up just the trash around them. Where's my mouse at, by the way? There it is. So you're constantly applying wet and poison, and you're just kind of like the support damage. Which, whatever. Feels fine. But we're not actually doing very much in the way of damage to this stuff. We're just here to apply wet. Which is fine, but I'd rather just actually be doing, you know, damage and getting resources. Kind of like this. This feels better. I do wish that poison eventually got up to this point. And yes, we will more than surpass what we need here, but I think we've kind of proven poison just doesn't quite cut it as much as you would like. You're kind of just better off not using it, because you can just get so much more damage if you focus in on magic missiles and stuff like that. We're still gonna grab it and see what we can do later, if we can possibly get it up to a point where it can do enough to get through Bedrock, like most of the other weapons, but at the moment, not putting my money on it. Now, does it actually go through? Yes. Very, very slowly. Should I expect it to go through faster? I don't know. It feels like it looks cool. Same for the flamethrower. It looks like it should be a lot of fun to play. It just doesn't push like the rest of them, which is the big unfortunate thing. Because if we go with what we have, this just rips through everything. We get pink diamonds. We don't even have to worry about these. We just get them for free while our mortar guns are over there getting 16 million freaking coal. As much coal that coal is more than we get with just poison in red. If that tells you anything. Okay, so let's go ahead and go up there and give them some wet love. Because now they're our primary diggers in the bedrock. We've actually already proven that this mortar setup can actually get through green as well. You just have to keep upgrading your mortars instead of your poisons. But look at that. 20 mil of stuff from just pretty much the mortars alone. We've helped out a little bit in the red, just going for these chests and stuff, but oof. I don't see it being able to do more. I don't see it being able to do the bedrock. The bedrock bust. There's more poison damage. I mean, we can try scaling it. It's just by the time you get to this point, why would you bother? Yeah, hopefully they do a poison and fire update. But I think I'm going to let you guys go there because it's just going to be me rehashing that point. Chances are we'll get up to the same thing we got on the... It's called Only 1% of Players Have This One or something like that is the title of it. I'll put a link somewhere on here for it. But that one basically shows how far you can get with the artillery build, which is pretty much what we ended up with here. I'm unimpressed with the poison. It just doesn't do it. Same for water's good. Same for fire though. Fire and poison just not there. Now, if they made it so you could scale by buying more of these, maybe you could eventually make it there, but then you'd have scaling with other weapons most likely as well. So keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath. We've done an experiment. An experiment kind of returned the results I expected it would, but it's what was asked. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye!